What's going on, guys? Apathetic here, and it has been a while. So I'm back with my first official Destiny 2 video in a very long time, and today I'm gonna be talking about the new Attunement of Control for the Arc Subclass for Warlock. So this one is where you unleash that giant blue beam of energy. Looks like something straight out of Dragon Ball Z, and let me tell you guys, it is disgusting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through kind of the different little perks within that particular attunement, and then talk about the benefits, the applications in PvP, mainly focused on PvP. I'm not going to be talking about PvE much in this recording. So for PvP, let's start with the melee ability. So it's called Ball Lightning. So basically you do what looks like your normal melee ability, but then on top of that it shoots out a little, looks like a blue ball essentially, and if it impacts someone, it basically comes down and strikes them with lightning. And how it kind of feels when you're using it, it just feels like your melee ability has a lot of range. Half the time you don't even see the little projectile that comes out because it's so quick, but it's nice because it gives you a little versatility, because if you're a little bit farther away, you can essentially hit someone with your melee ability from that much farther. So that's definitely a huge benefit and something I've enjoyed. It just basically makes your melee ability feel like it has crazy range, kind of like D1. If any of you guys played D1 and you remember the Arc Subclass in D1 and the crazy long melee, that's kind of how it feels, guys. Moving on from there, and this is one of my favorite things about this subclass, is Ionic Trace. So each time you defeat an enemy, it's going to create these Ionic Traces. And so what you'll see in the recording here is I'm getting kills. These little blue lights, as you can see there, are coming out of people as they die. So what this does is you collect these, so you kind of try to like run through them essentially, and they kind of move towards you a lot of times, and it basically recharges all of your abilities. Not completely, but it gives you pretty good chunks. And you'll find very often throughout this recording, I have all my abilities. Like, it's very rare that they're not on cooldown, and I obviously at this point in Forsaken don't have any mods that increase the regeneration of my melee or any of my abilities or my class abilities. So this is huge, because once you start getting into mods and adding stuff that reduces the cooldowns even further, or get exotics that reduce cooldowns, pairing that with Ionic Trace, you're going to essentially have your grenade, your charged melee, your class ability at all times. And you see, you kind of get caught up here like I am. You're like a moth to the flame, because you're just trying to grab these traces, because that's how beneficial they are. I can't tell you how nice it is to constantly have all your abilities charged and ready to rock and roll at all times, and it definitely gives you a very distinct advantage over your opponents. Moving on from that, we have Pulse Wave, and in this recording I didn't have it unlocked yet, but I can tell you guys, this perk cannot be underestimated. So what Pulse Wave does is, when you're critically wounded, it triggers an energy wave that boosts you and your allies' speed. So what this does is you get critically hurt and you move a lot faster, and any of your teammates around you move a lot faster as well. So this is definitely very beneficial, because in what is seeming like a meta where shotguns are very prevalent, where you're going to jump in, get a couple kills, and most likely you're going to trade shots with someone in those engagements, you're going to be pretty hurt, and that's going to trigger Pulse Wave, and that's going to allow you to get a dodge that much quicker. And I believe it also speeds up your reload speed as well. So that's obviously a huge benefit, because now you're going to be able to reload your weapon, get that full clip. So if you do need to re-engage because you're forced to, you'll be able to. But the main thing for me with this is survivability. It's going to allow you to get all of these. You're going to win a 1v1 engagement and maybe very wounded, and some other guy may be pushing you, and now you're going to be able to just dodge right out of there, skate right out of there. And because of this being triggered, it's going to allow you to get out of dodge stay alive, and that means your super is going to be charging longer, your ability is going to be charging longer, and you're going to be able to help your team further because you're not constantly trading and you're able to escape from these engagements you're getting in. And as you guys can see here, that new super, just disgusting. Sorry guys, I just had to go into that. It is so fun to use. You just melt people, they can't even respond. And with that guys, I'm gonna talk a little bit about some things to be aware of when using this amazing super. So what you want to be aware of is you're very immobile. Like you can kind of sway back and forth, but you're not roaming obviously. So you gotta be a little bit more selective with when you decide you want to pop this super. So with most supers, it's important to get the jump on people. You want to catch them by surprise. You're always going to have better results using your super when you're catching the opposing team off guard. But what we want to make sure specifically with this super, you want to pop it as you are coming around the corner, and you want to hopefully not have the entire team looking at you. I had some instances where the entire team was checking me out. I got kind of greedy, was a little bit too thirsty for kills, and I popped it and they melted me so quickly I didn't lose my super, which is good, but I didn't get the desired result of getting that sick multi-kill. So you want to make sure as you're turning the corner, you're jumping out, you're popping it. You don't want to be waiting too long. You want to jump too high in the air, make yourself as an easy target. You also want to make sure when you pop it that you're not near too many objects, because you can easily sway a little bit too far to the left, a little too high, and easily your super is just going to hit only walls or the ceiling. So that's just something to be aware of. Something else you want to keep in mind is the range of this super. You can pop it and hit people from so far away. So this is a great counter to other supers because you can pop it and melt them from a distance to where they can't do enough damage to you. I've also had good experience using this against hammer titans, so jumping in the air, popping it, and they're below me and they're having a hard time getting up to me. So it's very useful for shutting down opposing supers and taking out people very quickly from a long distance, and a lot of times they don't even have time to react guys. And with that, I'm gonna be wrapping up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are enjoying Forsaken as much as I am, and you can definitely expect more Destiny 2 PvP videos from me in the future. I just got a god roll Better Devils that I'm probably gonna review with Kill Clip and Outlaw. Yeah, you heard me correctly, it's sick. But expect more from me in the future guys. If you like this video, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe if you enjoy Destiny 2 PvP, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.